Oddly enough, uh, yes, until recently, it's and still in a lot of the third world, it's considered not all of the third world, but many parts of it. It's still considered good if uh, the couple have their children are sons instead of daughters. But if you think about it, you know, uh, I haven't found anyone addressing this issue. You see, in the current modern world where women are very much welcome to, you know, uh, have their own independent lives and uh, that sort of thing. And it's unfortunately the divorce rates are going up, and marriages don't last, and even in the first world, in America, the whole concept of love marriage only became popular over the last few decades, um, perhaps in the 20th century. Um, Even in the until the early 20th century, arranged marriage was popular, you know, and the thing about that is it's binding. Why? Because both the guy and the girl's parents know each other. So if um, the guy does something bad like cheating, the word the word will reach his parents' ears, and he'll face the consequences or not. And similarly, if the girl does something uh, like that, like cheating and stuff, the word reaches the entire village or the town, and she faces the consequences of that, which is total alienation. So there was the entire um, setup, not setup. There was an entire like civic infrastructure, civil infrastructure, societal infrastructure in place to prevent these things from happening. You know, very much like religion, like any religion, almost all religions, except for one. Uh, they all preach fear. Like, you know, if you obey these rules, you will go to heaven, or you'll get 72 virgins, and so on and so forth. Or you'll be reborn as, or better still, your whole life cycle will end, and so on and so forth. But if you do something bad, there's hell. And fear works very well with humans. It's generally speaking, not necessarily all, but generally speaking, fear works well, very well. And hence, a lot of these things did not happen. But now, in the modern society, with the whole concept of love marriage becoming very popular, um, the there's a lot of cheating going on, so on and so forth. The in-laws, they only knew of each other for the first time when the couple met, and you know, they make each other's meet, and they might see each other perhaps once during the marriage ceremony, and but if they don't necessarily hate each other or something like that. Like perhaps during Christmas, Thanksgiving, that's it. Or they'll have two separate Christmases, Thanksgivings at their own homes. So there's barely any contact. So, there's no um, such societal infrastructure pressures in place to keep the couple from doing something um, rash, wild, uh, or just crazy. Just um, so now, right? So now that this is the current scenario, one thing that needs to be taken into account is a guy can boink 100 women and not necessarily, uh, be the one to be responsible for any of them getting pregnant. So his genetic material is not guaranteed to pass on. On the other hand, a woman can boink 100 men within 24 hours or 12 hours. Shout out to Lily Phillips. And if no matter who she gets impregnated by, her genetic material is guaranteed to pass on. So the whole concept that sons are more preferred than daughters, that was for the previous age, or hey Daisy, no, or for parts of the world where arranged marriages are still the popular way to go. And yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to expound on this concept of when he mentioned the male embryo thing and everything. So let's see.